Blitzers, Nerf Clan, welcome back to the channel. We have a new player, Artanis, who joined the clan recently. He and I had some fun on Naval Frontier. I wanted to share. I am driving the epic E5. He is driving the equally epic IS4. And we're going the heavy route here in Naval Frontier and going to have ourselves a fun night. So Artanis has a ridiculous game. It's actually the reason I wanted to show it. I don't think he had recordings on during the game, but I do want to, the ending of this is against, if you may have looked at the entrance to a Pix clan, part of the rival gang, and it was a great 2-on-2 there at the end. They played very well. I gotta give it to them. So right away, we're going to the A-cap here. I am in the E5 getting pounded. My driver, I think, was dead at this point. And I pushed a little bit like a moron, but Artanis here did have a really nice push, did the face hug there, plowed their E5, easy shot there with heat in the side of the turret for me. Artanis has still not lost any HP here, which is just gorgeous to get to be that good. We clear their E5, it's a 5-on-5. One of our exceptional players managed to die in the process. And my driver is dead, and I was running this tank. Something I've changed actually. I was running the tank with the speed boost and the acceleration. I can't think of the name of it right now. The acceleration, shoot faster, adrenaline. I've actually stopped doing that because there were too many times exactly like this where I would need the repair kit and did not have it. And you're playing a heavy after all. You should be taking some hits. So I actually switched both of those off, and I'm now running the armor thing that gives you a decrease in your hit points for a while. I figured, play this thing a little bit more like a heavy, like it is. So as you see, I'm still waiting for my driver to hit, to be repaired here. I try to communicate that to Artanis. Beautifully terrible shot there. I mean, in fact, I ought to be shot for shooting that shot but I missed it, so whatever. Anyway, driver's healed, that is good. Artanis is making short work of that ghost shot. I swear to God that was a ghost shot, maybe it wasn't. Looked like a ghost shot to me. Artanis still got lots of hit points, so do I, and we are just tearing apart this IS4. He gets cleared there, actually by our by IS7 of all things. So it's now a 4-on-3. The game looked really controllable. Not much has happened thus far, but things get a lot more interesting. First of all, I think I was working at this time on a phone call or something, so I got a bit distracted here, I gotta admit. Did not see that Foch coming up there. He is a very good player. He pounds me, takes me down to about 1,300 hit points. Our IS7 does the same exact thing I do, because if it didn't work for me, why would it not work for him? Smart move there, buddy. But Artanis is playing pretty aggressive here, and he's going to go push on the Foch, which is if you're an IS4 with a 380 or whatever the hell, 375 heat pen, you can mess up Foches. And Artanis does that very, very nicely. I help him here. I have no idea when I went up this hill. I think I was worried about being shot from the side. It was not a good move on my part. Artanis finishes him. Now it gets even more interesting. I catch their Leo from Pix on fire. There's a 2-Pix guy. The Pix guy clears the IS7. If you look at the points, we had a very good point advantage. And here, this was, I think, Artanis and my first or second game together. We weren't communicating quite perfectly yet. All we needed to do was hold here. We have 630 cap points and a lead. And I really wanted to hold or get out of the way, but Artanis wanted to take this game on. So he went down in the valley there kind of between B and A and also between the cap points, but exposed himself to the Leo 1, who was a good player, and also didn't let me help him. But we wanted to get this STB1. I also pushed kind of too far over there. I wish I just stayed with Artanis and let him a 2-on-1 there. I finally did come in there, hit the STB1, and Artanis manages to clear him in a nice shot there. He takes a clutch bounce here with 9 HP. That guy from Pix should have shot HE. It would have been a clear for sure. The IS4 has weak sides. Now, you look at my HP. So I thought, this is kind of an amazing thing of how good the Leo 1 is. This was a really simple, just hold. He can't rush me. I have 1,000 HP. All I wanted to do was protect Artanis. Because the two of us, one of us could kill this guy, basically, was my thinking. So I was thinking Artanis would just hold here. He did not. He's a madman. I think he ended up having like 5,500 or 6,000 damage. So he goes after, and I do not want him to die. I did not. And what happened, and the reason is the Leo 1 is just got ridiculous DPM. So I push forward, and there is the Leo. He gets one shot into me. He's now down to a 1 shot, and I just still can't believe this. He gets another shot into me. And he did hit the adrenaline here. Gets a third shot into me before I can reload. However, Artenis knew, and this was the extra goal there. I wanted it to one-on-one the Leo so Artenis could clear him. That way we could win. Okay game by me, 3,200 damage, 4,372. I was totally wrong. Damage there. And just a massive game by Artenis, 1,600 base XP. And I forgot that I was going to call this, we're in Himmelsdorf next. It's myself and Renee. These two games were back-to-back. And I had, I was gone for a vacation, and then they had the gravity mode thing. And I got back, and honestly, I couldn't win anything for a week after gravity mode. What saved me was actually platooning with some great players in the clan. Renee is one of my favorite tune partners and one of my most common tune partners. And Renee and I had, again, I believe these were back-to-back. You can't prove me wrong, and the updates happened, so they're gone. We are in Himmelsdorf, and as you may not have seen, but we lost our two mediums, our medium and light, within about a minute. We did have, now I'm capping the third base here, and I fast forwarded through this so we can get to the game. Now it's a 5-on-7. Renee and I realized immediately that this was going to be a big carry, and I'm in the Annihilator. Renee is in the tremendous T29. Oh, what a tank. And Renee plays it so damn well, it's ridiculous. So this is going to be a big carry here, and we knew this is what it took. AMX 12T, you have no business charging it in Annihilator, and that's why. 618, actually should have shot HE, maybe would have been more. The Annihilator casually bounces 900 damage from a variety of people. There's that 12T, but I couldn't clear him. Renee's on the other side of the map just killing everybody. Renee's nickname is Rambo for obvious reasons. It is still a 5-on-7 here. Not much has technically happened. Our team bleeding. Their team is bleeding pretty good here, thanks to Renee and I. And I wanted to go push. You see there's 2 one-shots there. It's almost with an Anni. It's kind of frustrating to have to clear someone with 77 HP or something when you can do so much more damage per shot. Same with the Smasher. But you got to clear those one-shots. And Renee, there bounces a shot from their Anni. I think, one thing I knew here, now it's 4-on-6. I knew we obviously had to get their Annis out. And when you see an Anni, I mean, on almost even any tier, you got to clear them. I wanted to really push up there and help Renee, but I saw those tanks to my left in the cross shot, and their Anni was just not a good player. He gets 370 to Renee there, but he bounced a lot of shots overall. No idea why I was trying to get HE in there, more than likely trying to switch to Pramo. So now we got, I think they're Drac or somebody's trying to cap there. It's 3-on-5 right now. We get 3-on-5, oh my God. It may have been 3-on-6 for a minute. I go to 3 to clear this P43, who's just waiting for me to shoot him. And that brings it to a 3-on-4, which feels, at this point, felt pretty good. Renee's down on HP, but somehow I have bounced 1,130 with my Anni. Renee takes a great shot there. There's a Lycan, another pretty strong tank. He finally takes my HP down. But I think around this point I realized it's a 3-on-3. I'm nearly full health, and Renee's got a T29. We're in good shape. Renee clears their Drac and then just annihilates just absolutely annihilates that Lycan with a huge ram. I was laughing my butt off. That was fantastic. That brings him down to 96 HP. I think I forgot, or I guess the game was over and we won it. As you can see there, it was a great game, a great carry, about 4,700 damage combined, 5 kills combined for Renee and me. I thought Renee had the better game of me than that one. He really just did everything. So, all right, and continuing the theme of having a little bit of fun with our friends, Renee and I go to the next game in Port Bay. Continuing it, I was in the Anni, Renee in the 29. Again, and in this game, I appreciated that little boost there, Renee. We went to the side you should go on when you're in Port Bay in Supremacy. I think I had a Supremacy mission or something, where we're going to C here. Unfortunately, the enemy team did not go to C. And half of our team, I believe it was a tier 8s, decided to go to A. So we have our 252U and the Tiger over there. There goes the Tiger. He died. That was pretty quick for a death. We also had the pleasure here of our Scorpion, I believe, being our Scorpion G. They're for sale, which you know what that means. We got idiots and AFKs, Scorps. So our Scorpion was AFK. So we lost a Tiger in about 30 seconds into the match in an AFK Scorpion, which made a game that should have been pretty winnable very, very hard. So anyway, 6-on-7. Port Bay is a good map. Actually, I'll admit, this map has good strategies in a lot of little locations. there is the weakness of the Anni, that darn dispersion. It's just not great. But you know, you're going to lay on one of those 3 typically, and that's what I got. It is now 5 on 7. Renee and I are working. I really wanted to get a shot into this Borsig, and then of course with the ridiculous Borsig camo, he disappears just in time. Renee is in a great position. He has not bled at all. And there I am getting 94 damage after 3 shots in 20 seconds. Good work, Ronan. Renee is continuing. He's spotting that into the Tiger P, the Borsig, and the Emil, which is very helpful. But there, I finally get into position, and hello, how are you doing? 707 damage into the Borsig and clear him. Renee is now working on an Emil 1. Emil 1, a very dangerous tank. They've been nerfed, but they're still exceptional. I wanted to go help Renee. I did not want him to face an Emil 1 alone in T29. That's a recipe to lose 1,000 HP very quickly. And there, Emil 1 gets one shot in. This guy must not have been a great player. I did not look him up. I don't remember. By the way, the whole time I was playing the game, I really thought this Scorpion was just back there helping us. And there is the problem with the Anni or the player. That was 3 horrible shots. But you know, the Emil's a light tank. I know it seems rather fearsome. A big ram that I put into him. Renee gets into behind him, and I managed to bounce one of the 3 shots, but clutch Renee doesn't miss and takes him out. So now we got a 3 on 3. Again, you'd think, but no, that's Scorp's AFK. 2 on 3. They still have 2 heavies, a T29. I don't remember the rest. Renee has bled. I managed to once again conserve a fair amount of hit points. I think we were talking here what the hell to do. Scorp is AFK. Renee said, oh God, we have a point lead. And there we go. The smartest move here that they could do is exactly that. Go cap C, because we had a point lead, and this really puts us into a tough spot. However, as you can see, we were communicating. Renee and I play a lot together, and Renee had enough hit points to take a shot from just about any tank I think that they had. And so what I was really needed here, and you see it's the M410. He capped, but it ran right into me, made it an easy clear. And there's our T29, who is completely full health. So Renee said, hey, I'll go cap C, or I told him to go cap C, I don't remember. The one nice thing about our Scorp is well, I guess it's not really nice, he wasn't spotted. But they thought we had 3 players, which was 2 in advantage. Renee is capping C. I was saying, don't go to B. Of course, their Tiger 2 gets B, and Tiger P gets B, and that was very lucky. One tip, if you're playing the Anni, shoot your Pramo a lot. The Pramo pen is good. You still get 540 clip burst or shot burst, which is still worth it. Another clutch bounce there. I really didn't want to give him B here, but they already had it. You can see they're already at 810 caps. I was fortunate there with that. And at this point, realizing what their points were, I just needed to hold B, and I knew I would take some shots here. But I also knew Renee was coming. So there's their T29, and he's the last one. So it's Renee and I versus him. I really wanted to get this base capped. Did not want him to clear. For example, if he cleared Renee and I didn't get this capped, we would have been in trouble. So I get 3 shots, very fortunate into him. He just turned right into me. Got the base capped, which means that even if Renee died, we should win by points. Renee is pulling him, drawing him back. And there I go, and I clear him with the wonderness of the Anni. 4 kills for me, 3,600 odd damage, 3,700 damage. A mastery. Renee, or not Renee, but Rebel thinks I can't ace this thing. It's the 2nd time I've aced it in a week, Rebel. Ha! 1395 base. Terrific playing with my amigo Renee and our new player, Tennis. Thanks so much for watching. Sub to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. Appreciate it.